Hey everybody, Mark from Rams Up here. How's everybody doing? This is my first live streaming mock draft. And we're going to try to do a mock draft with people chatting me with the picks that they think I should make. And I'm going to switch to and I'm going to, sorry, getting distracted by some messages here. I'm going to switch to the mock draft that I'll be running right now. Let's give it a shot. I got it all set up for 7 rounds here, drafting for our Los Angeles Rams, and let's get it started. I see Matthew's online. Matthew, I'm going to let you make the first pick. Rams will have the 36th pick. And we'll reject all trades so we can just move on here for you real quick. Lots of trade offers. I'm clicking on the wrong screen. Bear with me here. So, Matt, I'll scroll down here for you. The guys that the top guys available. If you want me to filter by a certain position, let me know. If you've been following along, you know I've been taking edge and cornerback early, but I'm leaving it up to you. Who do you want me to pick here? I'll filter by edge real quickly for you to see what we got there. I'll go back to cornerbacks. You know, Ojulari and Uzomah, both solid picks. I've seen Keion White going in the first round. You got a pick for me, Matt? Filter by edge. You want me to filter by edge? Sorry. You got Uzomah as the highest rated player. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the next guy's name. Not live anyways. And then we got BJ Ojulari, Keion White, Foskey. I have seen Foskey and Ojulari mock to the Rams. I've seen Keion White go in the first round. Tony's saying, see what's available first and take the best pick available. If we filter by everybody, that would be a safety. I'm not big on taking a safety. Okay, Matt's going with Ojulari. So let's filter by edge and we will... Oh, I drafted the wrong guy. See, I'm sorry, Matt. This is my first time doing a live draft. We'll just say that's Ojulari. We'll reject some picks. So I'm going to let Tony make the next pick here. I got a few people on here. I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting anybody to be on this first live streaming event, and you'll have to pardon my if I struggle with this as we go along here. So Tony, we're at number 69, the first pick. I clicked on the wrong guy. Matthew drafted BJ Ojulari, not Felix Uzomah. Who do you got? Tony. If you want me to filter by a certain position, let me know, and I will do that. We got another edge guy. I got it filtered by edge. Sorry, let me turn the filters off. You got a pick for me, Tony? Were you saying take the highest rated guy? You want an interior offensive lineman? That's just on this board. The fastest wide receiver? Well, I know there's some fast wide receivers, but if I'm looking at Nathaniel Dell is small and super fast, very similar to Tutu, but actually much higher rated than Tutu was, according to NFL.com. I'm going to go ahead and make that pick for you then. I don't know if I agree with it. Tutu is what I've been calling him, but I think he's actually better than Tutu. So we'll draft him. And I see Soy Sauce is on. Let me reject a bunch of trades here. So if you're still there, Exotic Soy Sauce, you want to make the next pick? What do we have here? We have a wide receiver and edge. We don't have a cornerback yet. We need a cornerback really bad. I'm going to give you a few seconds here to to let me know what cornerback you want. Let me filter by cornerback. And are you there, Exotic Soy Sauce? I'm going to move on to someone else if I don't get a pick from you. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm back to you, Matt. Who do you want? Do you want a cornerback? If we go back to the top-rated players, Devon Achane, he's another super fast guy. We got an interior offensive lineman, a linebacker, a tight end. If we go back to cornerbacks, such a deep draft in cornerbacks. You there, Matt? Who do you have? Oh, Exotic Soy Sauce wants corner. Okay, who do you want? This is the top-rated corner, Exotic Soy Sauce. Ricks. Is everybody okay with Ricks? That's what Tony wants. I'm going to go with Ricks. 3, 2, 1, and Ricks is the pick. So we have a wide receiver, edge, and cornerback. Let's turn this back on. We don't go until the 5th round now. Oh, yeah, I agree with you, Matt, on Achane. He is. You got to put your got to channel Sean McVay. What would he do? I've heard rumors that he's targeting interior or offensive line anyways with the first pick, and I would be really disappointed with that. Okay, we're now into the 5th round. We already have Ricks on board, so ignore that first pick. It's still edge. We got Ojulari, then we got a wide receiver and a cornerback. Tony, you want to make the next pick? What do you think we need here? Middle linebacker. Okay, let's go. Ivan Pace Jr. I think would qualify as an interior, as an inside linebacker. Mr. Dennis, as I call him, because I avoid pronouncing his first name. He's a guy I really like, but it's obviously Pace if you want linebacker. So I'll go ahead and make that pick, and that's a reasonable approach because we got Ernest Jones and then Christian Roseboom and basically a bunch of special teams guys. Let's go back to it. We have a bunch of picks coming up in a row here. Matt, you want to make the next pick? I would make an argument for another cornerback. You could go defensive lineman. I've been thinking a defensive lineman that can bring pressure. I don't know how well you know these guys, Matt, but it's up to you. What do you want to go? You want to go defensive line? You want to go another corner? Most of the top guys obviously gone. Anybody want to make a pick here? I'm not going to make it. I need someone else to step up here. Hey, this is just for fun. So, hey, I'll draft a kicker here if you want. I don't care. You just lose some street cred. That's the worst that can happen. Let's look at defensive line. Oh, Matt says interior offensive line. Fair enough. Ricky Stromberg is a guy that keeps on popping up. I don't know much about Zavala, but Stromberg is now we got Tony winning tight end. If we go back to tight end, Davis Allen from Clemson is a guy. Payne Durham. You know what, Matt? Let's do this. We have some really good tight ends left on the board. Let's go back to interior offensive line and take Stromberg, and then we're going to be picking again real soon here. And we're going to have a chance to get a good tight end. Tony wants defensive line. Let's go tight end. And then I'm going to take Payne Durham. I know he's the 4th rated tight end here. Davis Allen's a solid pick too. I'm going to take Durham. And then we are going back to defensive line. And, you guys can throw some names, not just positions. Jalen Redmond is a guy that I have drafted for the Rams on occasion. Jared Clark, Coastal Carolina, small school guy. Let's just take the highest rated player, Jared Clark. We can all go do some research on him. And we're filling out this roster pretty good. We don't have a safety. We only have one cornerback. We don't have a running back yet. We're riding with Cam Akers and Kyron Williams at the moment. What do you guys say? What do we want here? Brandon Joseph out of Notre Dame. What's the chat room say about this pick number 189 overall? A big D tackle. I think, not sure about Jalen Redmond. I think he's a pretty big defensive lineman. Now, we just took Jared Clark, so you probably posted that before I picked Jared Clark. Running back, Izzy's there. I love this guy, Izzy. Let's take Izzy. How about that? Anybody have a problem with Izzy Abanikanda out of Pittsburgh? I watched some film on this guy, and I'd be thrilled to have him. He is a prototypical NFL running back, a 3-down running back. Okay, everybody likes running back. No one wants to say a name, so we'll draft. Hunter Lupke is a really interesting guy, more of a fullback type. Maybe we'll come back to him later. So we don't have a safety. We don't have a second cornerback. We don't have a quarterback. Oh, Tony, sorry. I missed you. Oh, take him, you're saying. Okay, well, we did. And now we're on pick 191. Backup quarterbacks, Aiden O'Connell. He would be throwing to his college teammate Payne Durham on the second team there. There's still any good edge guys left. What do you think? Do we need our backup quarterback? Do we need a second cornerback? Starling Thomas the fifth, a UAB guy. You know, I'm going to talk about this on the pod this week. The Rams cornerback room, 4 cornerbacks, 3 of them from small schools. Kytrell Clark is still there. If it was me, I would go a second cornerback here. I'm not as worried about safety group as much as a lot of people. Let's take a look at safeties, though. Brandon Joseph out of Notre Dame is still there. What do you guys think? I think it's either Brandon Joseph or the second cornerback. Jaron Hall, the quarterback. Jaron Hall is there. Okay, Matt. I'll roll with the backup quarterback. We need one for sure. Where are we at here? We still need a safety and a second quarterback. Tony wants a fast middle linebacker. We already picked one linebacker, Ivan Pace. I don't know if Dennis is gone. Let's see, what do we got? We're on pick 2. We only have 2 more picks. I think we need to pick a safety. Does anybody have a problem with safety? We have 4 safeties on the roster. We picked 1 cornerback. I would argue maybe even cornerback's more important. Really, if we had time to think about this, we would find a secondary guy that can kind of play safety and cornerback. A lot of these guys can, right? But let's look at our safety group. One more. Here it is. Let's go ahead and take Owens, a safety. Is there anyone have a problem with that? 3, 2, 1. Owens, the safety, is the pick. We have one more pick, and I think we need a second. Cornerback. So Matt agreed with the safety. Tony didn't have a problem with that. It's our final. I think it's our final pick. Yeah, final pick number 251 overall. Top safety, fast one to replace Rapp and good old Scott. Yeah, okay, so we got the safety. I think we need another cornerback. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? I don't know much about these guys. Daryl Luter is another small school guy. Valentine out of Kentucky, played against SEC competition. Okay, Matt's saying cornerback, and I don't know anything about Carrington Valentine, but he is now a Ram. So that's our draft. Thanks for joining, guys. I wasn't really expecting anybody. This is the first time I've done a streaming draft. It's good practice. They liked all the picks pretty much except Durham. That was the one I made. I took the 4th rated tight end on the board. That's probably why. I could have taken Davis Allen, a couple other guys. But I'd be happy with this draft. I don't know much about the last 2 guys. Jared Clark, I have to read on him a little bit. Everybody else, I think, is pretty solid. Hey, that's all I got. Thanks for joining, everybody. Not much more to say. I will do this. Matt loves the name Valentine. Very cute, Matt. Very cute. Okay. I'm going to stop streaming this and I'll save it. Thanks, everybody, for joining. I'll scroll through this one more time real quick. That the first pick was really Ojulari. I screwed up. I clicked incorrectly. Nathaniel Dell, a small, super fast, talented guy. 2-2 on steroids, you can say. Eli Ricks, hopefully our new number 1 cornerback. Someone to help out Ernest Jones at linebacker. Ricky Stromberg gives us some additional depth on the interior offensive line. Payne Durham, really productive tight end in college. Don't know much about Jared Clark. Izzy is a true 3-down running back. Jaron Hall, a talented backup quarterback, and then Owens and Valentine. That's all I got out here, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining, and I'm going to start doing this more often. I plan on doing this next Saturday, perhaps, and I'll hopefully get some more people. I'll do a better job of spreading the word prior to running this. Thanks a lot, everybody. Out here.